All right, Mom, let's get started. Here we go. We're going to do a little bit of stretch first. Before you sit down, let's take our chair. Let's put our hands down on our chair and line up right here. My shoulder, and I want to push up from my shoulder, tighten my abs, and then I'm going to open my legs as wide as I can, as wide as you want to, and just drop an elbow and drop an elbow. Opening my hips, holding my abs in, just dropping one elbow down, dropping the other elbow down. Now bring your feet closer, okay? And just round up my lower back, tuck into my chin, look at my belly button, and then arch my back and look forward. Just round up and arch my back. Still keeping my shoulders right over my wrists. Everything staying in alignment. And then put your arms on the top of the chair and walk back and try to put your ears right between your arms. As you come back to the chair and line everything up again with my shoulder and my wrist, I open up a little bit here and I scoop and I scoop. I scoop and scoop. All right, bring your feet close. And this is all about keeping my back straight and then just rotating to open my chest up. If I want to reach up, I can, but I don't have to. Okay, so I'm just going to open my chest as wide as I can, reaching if I want to. Okay, just open and open. Now put your fingertips on the chair and just hold right there. Now put your palms down, open your fingers up, and take one foot back and just put your toe down. If you want to lift it, you can, but you're going to try to lift the opposite hand. And if you want to lift the leg, you can. If you want to reach the arm or just put the arm a little bit up more, you can, or you can just keep it close here. So you could lift the leg higher if you wanted to also, or you can keep that toe on the floor. Keeping my abs tight and still having this in alignment. All right, put it down and just try the other side. Put your toe back. And if you can, lift the opposite hand. Maybe lift your leg. If you want, you could go higher. You could extend your arm. You could just bring it up a little bit more. All right, we are going to sit down in the chair. So as we sit down in the chair, I want you to sit at the very front of your chair. Okay, my back is nice and straight, so I don't want to be here. I'm lifting up, my shoulders are down and relaxed, and I'm just going to lean back in the chair without actually touching the chair, and then I'm going to come up, keeping my abs in, keeping my shoulders relaxed. If I want to do a little bit more, I could bring one hand, and then I could bring the other hand. Or I can take both hands and just hold my hands here as I go back and come up. Nice core work. And remember, you're not touching the back of the chair. And maybe you don't go back as far. Maybe you do go back far. And when you feel like you get a little bit stronger, maybe you hold yourself back here a little bit. And then you come up. Maybe you hold back for a little bit. And then you come up. Hold back. And then you come up. Okay, let's take one leg out. Now make sure your toe is up and your leg is straight and that your back is straight. And just kind of scoop like this. Just give me a little scoop. You'll be feeling this behind your leg right here, and you want to make sure that your leg stays straight so you don't do this. Okay, you keep that leg straight and you just go as far as you can. Even if you can't reach your toe, that's as far as you want to go with keeping your leg straight. So you go little scoop, little scoop. Maybe you scoop and then you roll your shoulder back. Scoop and roll your shoulder back. Maybe you can't roll it that high. Maybe your arm doesn't go up that high. That's fine too. Now let's just put it down like this. See if we can touch down. Good. Take that leg, put it right on here. Sit up as tall as you can. Okay, it's really important to have your back straight. So you don't want to be here or you're stretching your lower back. So make sure your back is nice and straight as you do this. Okay, my shoulders are relaxed, and maybe I can bend forward a little bit and just kind of bounce, just a little movement into it. Okay, when I feel like I can do more, that's great. If your knee is up here, it just means you're tight. Okay, and it will take time. So you are where you are when it comes to the stretching. Okay, if I can go further, great. If I can't, if all I can do is sit up, then I'm just going to sit up. If I need to sit back further because it's too tight, then I can do that too. Okay, so you're just leaning forward, leaning forward. It's just a little bounce. And then put that down. Take the other leg forward, make sure the toe is up and the leg is straight and your back is straight. Give me a little scoop, little scoop. What a beautiful day out here. Perfect weather. Nice and calm. It's not windy out. And then if you want, right, you're going to go here and you're going to roll that shoulder back. You're going to scoop a little bit and then roll the shoulder back. And then just go ahead and touch down. Remember, you're just going as far as you can. Maybe you can't touch down that far. It's not trying to follow exactly. You're just doing at the level you can. The more you stretch, the longer those muscles get. You lengthen them out, and then you feel better, and it's excellent for your bones. Stretching is excellent for your bones. Okay, so put that leg up. And remember, I have to be sitting tall. Maybe your knee is here. If I'm tight, my knee might be up like that. I might have to sit back a little bit, but if you can, sit up as tall as you can and keep that knee out. So I don't want to be here, right? I want that leg out here, okay? And if I can, I bend forward with a straight back. and I just do a little bounce. When you're flowing like this, we call it dynamic stretching. It's easier to get into a stretch. Okay, so maybe we're not ready to hold it. Okay, after we work a little bit and we do some of this movement, then maybe we can hold it. All right, let's do a little swing out and swing out. So you open your hip as far as you can, and then you open your hip as far as you can. Nice hip opening. All right, we're going to bend. So make sure my back is straight and you're just bending. Maybe you're going down nice and low, maybe you're not. Just make sure that your back stays straight. You're not rounding your back. Your shoulders are still relaxed, and you're just bending from side to side. All right, so we're going to lift a knee up just like this. We're going to lift it up higher if we can, and we're just going to pulse that leg if we can. And then we're going to switch. We're going to pulse this leg. All right, let's see if we can hold that leg out. Now, if you can, lift it up. All right, let's switch. Hold it out, lift it up. All right, take one arm, bring it all the way across just like this. Grab your arm and pull it in. This is stretching our shoulder. And then switch. Bring the other arm across, and then grab your wrist, pull it in. And again, you don't want to be up here. I just want to make sure my shoulders are relaxed. All right, bring your elbows up like this and just bend your elbows. And then take those arms and bring them together and push them up to the ceiling if you can. And bring them forward. And then take your arms all the way to the back. Put your arms together like this and see if you can squeeze your shoulder blades together. All right, lift your arms out and just give me a little circle. Now this is a little bit of strength right here. All right, you can even do this with lighter weights, 1, 2 pounds. You don't need anything. Could be a soup can or a water bottle, something like that. Let's go the other direction. Let's go up like that and down. Palms up, palms down, palms up. And then drop your arms. Shoulders rolled back. So your arms are relaxed and you're just rolling your shoulders with your arms totally relaxed. All right, let's bring our arms in front just like this, and our palms are facing each other. We're going to squeeze across like that. Squeeze, squeeze. And then reach up to the ceiling and hold it. And very slowly, just bring one arm in front and then bring the other arm in front. How about just a couple more? Good. Okay, now you're going to try to just stand up. So your arms are on your chair. You're going to help yourself up. Very slowly, you're going to stand up, and then very slowly, you're going to sit down. Okay, so you're just going to stand up slowly, and then you're going to sit down slowly. Okay, that's all you're going to do. Stand up slowly and sit down slowly. How about one more? All right, just give me a little twist. Now make sure my back is straight when I'm twisting. Okay? And then I'm going to hold myself right here. My legs stay in front. I can grab the chair if I want, and I can grab the chair. But I don't want my shoulders up. Again, I want my shoulders down and my back straight. And if I want, I'm going to pull. I'm going to push and pull with this arm and just rotate and stretch my spine, my core. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to grab on, and if I want, I'm going to pull, try to rotate, look as far as I can behind me, and I'm just going to do a couple more. All right, one more stretch right here. We're going to open up our legs a little bit like this, and we're going to scoop under, and we're going to come back up, and we're going to scoop under and come back up. Good, couple more. All right, bring them together. All right, guess what? You are done. Way to go, Mom. Keep it up. You're doing great.